The following program contains secret hacks. Attempting some of these shortcuts can be dangerous and is ill-advised. From the moment we're born, we're programmed to win. It started as a survival mechanism, but now we compete for money, jobs, love,
Oh, hello there.
power, and just for the hell of it.
Go, baby, go, baby, go!
Whether it's a fortune at the track, the job of your dreams, or just a game, I'm going to show you how to win at anything.
No way!
I'm Brian Brushwood, and I've picked up the tools of scientists and spies, of criminals and con artists. I've mastered incredible tricks and dangerous stunts as a professional magician. Now I have an encyclopedia of shortcuts, secret data, and helpful hacks designed to help you make life easier and give you the upper hand. This is Hacking the System.
If there's one place I absolutely insist on winning, it's at the track. We're here at Golden Gate Fields, where I'm going to try to unlock the mystery of the race form. This thing is filled with numbers that are potential clues to pick a winning horse. And clues can be hacked. Now I just got to figure out how this thing works.
To the uninitiated, a racing form looks like hieroglyphics or a foreign language at best. But in theory, the information right here could help you pick the winning horse.
This is the Da Vinci Code of all the horses running. There's tons of useful tidbits in here, but the two numbers you want to check first are the buyer speed figure and the layoff.
I'll get to that later because, let's face it, you need money to win money. This next hack can help you with just that.
One of the most important things to win at life? A job. I'm not going to bore you by teaching you how to write a resume. I'm talking about what to do after you get the phone call. We're going to learn how to nail a job interview. I've scored a job interview right here at this Fortune 500 company. Starts in 10 minutes. Using hidden cameras, I'm going to teach you the secret hacks and techniques that'll help you nail that job. A good start is to be on time.
The company owners are in on the experiment, but the interviewer isn't. As successful business owners, they're obviously interested to see if my strategies work. I'm striking what's known as a power pose. According to Dr. Amy Cuddy, a psychologist at Harvard Business School, even just 2 minutes of this posturing can help you take risks and cope with stress. These stances open up the body. And believe it or not, it actually changes your body chemistry, raising your testosterone level by 20%, which makes you appear and feel more confident. I'm out to win this job, but power posing is only the first trick up my sleeve. My voice is next. The way you speak and the tone of your voice has a huge impact on how you're perceived. In fact, one recent study found that the sound of a person's voice matters twice as much as the content of their message.
Trinidad, and the big Mississippi, and the town Honolulu, and the Lake Titicaca. The Popocatépetl is not in Canada, rather in Mexico, 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 Canada.
Some light humming to loosen up your voice, along with a few tongue twisters to help your dictation, can go a long way.
Tibet, Nagasaki, Yokohama.
Controlling your nerves before an important event is essential, but how do you do it?
It's been said that there are 3 different types of dramatic conflict. Man versus man versus nature, and man versus himself. Which got me thinking, is it possible to defeat your own nerves? And what better way to test than with a lie detector? So naturally, I stole Jason Murphy's car keys and put them in one of 3 spots here in the workshop.
How does all this work, exactly?
You ask a few questions to establish a baseline, and then from there, you ask me about the 3 different spots where it might be.
Ah, finally, Brushwood, I am in charge.
So you think. However, I'm going to use a few physiological hacks and see if I can come out ahead. Come on, here we go.
All right, we ready?
Sure.
Is your name Brian Brushwood?
Yes.
Do you host a television show called Hacking the System?
Yes.
Have you ever worn lacy underwear?
That's none of your business.
Fine. Are my keys in the tank of the toilet?
No.
Are my keys in the locker?
No.
Are my keys in the microwave?
Yes.
Did he pass?
None of the signs commonly associated with lying are present.
Did you lie?
Only one way to find out. Oh, who beat a polygraph?
All right, I'm impressed. You did, but how did you do it?
The answer, my friend, is in my butt. No, seriously, hang in there. If you constrict your sphincter ani externus muscle, it'll raise your blood pressure. Do that during all of the baseline questions. Then when you lie, you relax, and it'll produce a more consistent blood pressure result, giving the impression of telling the truth.
That's really interesting and shockingly easy. So any criminal can just do that with their butt and beat the lie detector.
Well, it's more complicated than that. Obviously, if you're under investigation, there's a lot more pressure. In this case, I was not terribly concerned about where I put your keys.
Speaking of, are they...
Oh, they're in the toilet.
Of course they are.
It may not sound pleasant, but if clenching helps to calm my nerves, I'm doing it. All right, let's see if I can get this job. I'm not the only candidate here, but if this guy's my competition, I'm already winning. His shirt's wrinkled, his tie's askew, his hair's a mess. Grooming matters, especially in a job interview. Why would anyone hire you if you look like you can't even take care of yourself? Dressing well shows them that you take the job seriously.
Brian?
Yes. Hi, how's it going?
Hi,
Brian
good, how are
Brushwood.
you? Nice
Good
to meet
see
you.
ya.
Deborah Carroll.
Game time. You can't overvalue a well-executed handshake. In fact, one study at the University of Iowa found that a handshake was as important in a job interview than conscientiousness and emotional stability. Many studies have proven that a handshake creates intimacy and trust, paving the way for positive interactions.
Give me a little bit more background about what you've been doing since graduating college.
Originally, as soon as I graduated, I got into inside sales support.
Again, I cannot overstate the importance of body language. Notice I'm sitting up straight and I have an attentive look on my face. This conveys that I'm actively engaged in what's being said. Also, my body's aligned with that of my interviewer, which shows agreement.
I had a ridiculous number of frequent flyer miles. Speaking of which, is that a luggage tag? Where did you go?
Yes, it sure is. It's very observant of you. As a matter of fact, I just came back from visiting friends in San Francisco.
San Francisco!
Yeah.
Aha! I think I found my way in. Of course, not everything you want to win is as serious as a job. Sometimes we just want to win a game. But there are strategies for those too. Check this out.
So what are the odds of winning rock, paper, scissors?
Probability says you'd have a 1 in 3 chance.
But what if I told you that I could win almost every single time?
Game strategies can be useful in life too. Sometimes it's just a question of reading people's behavior.
Hey guys, could I borrow you for an experiment? No? I'm a human being. It didn't work out so hot. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh! 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, that's 3 for me! 1, 2, 3, go. Oh! First victory to this guy! 1, 2, 3, go. That's 2 victories for this guy! I'm only 1 away from the championship! 1, 2, 3, go. Oh! 3 for 3! Dude, thank you so much. That was awesome.
Do that.
Wait,
I don't know. Well done.
that's my secrets.
I'll reveal my strategy later. But first, back to my job interview. Winning generally boosts your confidence, but nothing beats winning a job. So I want to nail this interview by connecting with my interviewer.
I did a project for 5 years in San Francisco.
really?
Yeah, up in the dog
my
patch.
God.
Do you ever make it up to Petaluma?
I have not, but I hear it's beautiful.
It is. I mean, it's a bit of a drive.
It doesn't matter what your shared experience is, just so long as you have one. Be observant and stay sharp, and an opportunity will present itself.
I love that city. San Francisco, I could live there very easily.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, let's see. I think I pretty much have everything I need. Do you have any questions for me?
This is your other chance to stand out. You can make your mark by being prepared with some strong questions. It shows you're serious about the job, and there's one in particular that's essential.
I do, and this may be a weird one.
Yeah.
Is there any reason you wouldn't hire me for this job?
If you want to win at anything, start with a strong job interview. I'm using some psychological hacks to try to land a job at a Fortune 500 company. I just turned the tables on my interviewer by asking a question designed to give me some insight on how it's going.
So, let's see. I think I pretty much have everything I need. Do you have any questions for me?
I do, and this may be a weird one.
Yeah.
Is there any reason you wouldn't hire me for this job?
That's a really good question. And I gotta
When you
think-
ask this question, it gives you an honest reason to clarify anything or address any of their perceived concerns.
If I'm being honest, there's one thing that concerns me. You've got a great background here, but most of your background seems to be in the entertainment industry.
Absolutely. And if I were in your position, I would say the exact same thing. But understand that when you are in the entertainment biz, especially when you're a self-employed traveling magician, you run the entire operation. And over that 10 years, the entire time that I was on tour, I started with nothing and built everything on my own. And I really think I can bring that to you guys.
Well, you got a really great point there, and I do appreciate you coming in, and you'll definitely be hearing from us.
Wonderful. By asking that one question, I was able to deal with any doubt she had about me right there and then. Now, a firm handshake should seal the deal. Now back to my strategy on how to win games of chance.
1, 2, 3, go. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, go. That's 2 for 3. 1, 2, 3, go. 3 in a row! Logic would dictate that you should win rock, paper, scissors 1 and 3 times, at least according to chance.
But people follow patterns when they play. It's not as random as you think. You can actually exploit these patterns to win.
Oh! That's 2 out of 3. I'm the champion.
So how am I doing this? It's simple. Players who win the first round of the game tend to repeat the same pattern of moves in subsequent rounds.
Players who lose are more likely to switch their moves in a clockwise direction, going from rock to paper, paper to scissors, or scissors to rock. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh! The takeaway is that all you need to do is figure out where they're headed and go one step ahead to win.
Winning's fun no matter what you're doing, but people especially love getting prizes, no matter how cheesy they are.
So how did I pull that off? Most people think it's a game of strength, but they're wrong. I'm here at a local carnival to show you how to conquer some classic games. We'll start with the high striker.
The most important factor is swing accuracy. Not even Hercules can ring that bell if you don't hit the pad directly in the center. Swing the mallet just like you're chopping wood. Lead with your dominant hand by grasping near the head of the mallet. Your non-dominant hand should be as close to the butt of the handle as you can reach. This will give you the control you need to hit the center of the pad. And if the face of the mallet hits the pad squarely, you'll walk away a winner.
Woo! Yeah! Boom!
There you go, Pete.
Yeah! Thank you much, boss. Have a good one.
Now let's take a look at another game that's supposed to be about accuracy.
Shoot the Star. It's a classic of the Midway. You get 100 BBs, fully automatic BB gun, and you have to shoot out the entire red star. Sounds simple, right? Here's how most people play. Well, there's 100. But any carny operator will point out that you still have red here and here, so you're totally left a loser. If you want to win Shoot the Star, here's how you pull it off. First of all, it's not a benefit that it's a fully automatic BB gun. Second of all, the accuracy on this thing is junk. So what you want to do is play slowly, shoot one BB at a time, and draw a hole all the way around the star, eventually punching it out. After the first couple, you should have a pretty good sense of the accuracy. Perfect. Look at that. Nothing left in there. Brushwood.
Brian Brushwood.
Come on up, try your luck at the beanbag toss. Hey, Pinky is back.
Let me guess. One beanbag, all 3 targets, right?
That's correct.
I've shown you how to win a few classic carnival games, but there's one game you should approach with caution.
This one's a carnival classic. It's called One Ball, the beanbag toss, or the knock over the milk bottle game. 3 targets set up in a pyramid formation. You have 1 toss to knock all 3 over.
In a big carnival, you could be fairly confident that it's on the up and up.
But some carnivals use all kinds of tricks.
If the game you're playing is rigged, not even the hardest throw will knock all 3 over. How could the cards be stacked against us? One of the bottles could be slightly heavier than the other 2. When the Barker sets the game up for you, he can place the heavier target on the bottom ever so slightly behind the other one. This makes it so you're much more likely to hit the other 2 bottles, which will surely go flying, but the heavy bottle will remain standing strong.
The worst part is, there's no way visually to tell a rigged game from a fair one, so exercise extreme caution. Thanks, Chief.
Okay, let's throw caution to the wind. How about winning some free beer?
You're out with your friends, you're having a great time, what could be better? I don't know, maybe knowing a couple of bar bets that are almost guaranteed to score you free beer. Let's give them a try. You're out with your friends, you're having a great time, what could be better? I don't know, maybe knowing a couple of bar bets that are almost guaranteed to score you free beer. Let's give them a try. Oh, hello there. I'm Brian. What's your name?
Andrea.
Andrea and?
Aaron.
Aaron, awesome. Do you guys know any, like, classic bar bets or scams, like ways to score free drinks? Aha! How about I teach you one? Are you down for that?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is a classic old school bar bet, and if you could solve it, I'll give you guys free drinks. And if not, you can buy the answer for a free drink, whatever. So here's the thing, Andrea and Aaron. This is our explorer. We need a name for him. What should we name him? Bud. Explorer Bud has to get from the old world to the new world. Now, all of this, let's say this is made of poison, right? This is poisonous sea. His craft is only this glass. You need to figure out how to get him into his craft without touching him or his land. Can you pull it off? Pilot Bud is having difficulty entering his craft. Almost. You got it. No. Bud. Yeah.
Wanna try?
Sure, I'll try it.
So close. So close. Are you ready for the answer?
Yeah.
It's gonna slay you. It's gonna slay you. Here you go. All you gotta do, start a little centrifugal force, and Bud makes it to the new world!
Bar bets are fun, but what about a wimpy guy winning a test of strength?
What's going on, Errol? How you doing, man?
Okay.
You ever arm wrestle?
Just for fun here and there.
Just underground Fight Club style?
Nothing like that, nah.
I've heard that there are techniques that would even let a smaller guy like me defeat a bigger guy like you. If I can get close to beating you, I feel like I deserve a free beer. But otherwise, I'll give you a giant tip. Fair enough?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, here. So we're here, and we're going to go here. We're going to move that in because you want this, this, and this all to line up, right? Wow, you are twice the size of me. That is a genuine fact. All right, say when. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go.
First thing I could do to help improve my situation is turn my wrist inwards towards me, which will turn his wrist out away from him. This takes some of the strength out of his forearm. Also, by pushing my elbow forward on the table, I make it harder for him to push my arm down. I can further gain leverage by bringing my head up above our fists, or as it's called, over the top. Finally, by cheating my body over a bit to be directly behind my hand, I create an angle of attack that's yet another advantage. I'm using all my strength and hacks to win, but man, this guy is strong. Winning feels amazing, and if you make some money at the same time, even better. Let's go back to the track and I'll show you how that racing form is your key.
This is the Da Vinci Code of all the horses running. There's tons of useful tidbits in here, but the two numbers you want to check first are the Beyer speed figure and the layoff.
The Beyer speed figure, perhaps the most powerful tool in selecting a winner, measures how fast a horse runs, taking into account how fast the surface is on any given day. The best part is, it's an easy tool to use. The higher the Beyer speed figure number, the faster the horse. The layoff is how long the horse has been off between races. A 30 to 60-day gap between races is a good break for the horse, and it should be in prime winning condition depending on the track. A break that lasts 90 days or longer is considered too much, and the horse might not be in peak condition. If a horse does well after a 45-day layoff, it's a good bet it'll be in better form for the next run.
Hey boss, how's it going? Good, how are you? I'm gonna do 100 on 'Tis the Season, horse number 5 in the 4th race.
Very good.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. In this race, I found one horse that had a speed rating 20 points higher than all the others. The odds weren't great, but I put $100 on 'Tis the Season. Come on, number 5! Come on, 'Tis the Season! Here we go! Go, baby, go, baby, go! Yes! 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 Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go! Yes! Yes! I just won! Freaking winner! Right there!
Incredible! With a little bit of research and diligence and with the help of the race form, I was able to pick a winner. Now obviously this doesn't work out every time. Every bet has its risks. But this time, my hacks led me to the winner's circle.
I can't believe it, man. I'm a winner.
Fantastic.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Thanks. So what's the payout?
110, sir.
All right, right on. Thank you. Appreciate it. Going by the speed figures led me to the odds-on favorite, so I didn't make a lot of money, but felt really good to win. Everyone else, they lost.